for 7 straight hours.
Yeah, Pete.
So is he your best man?
It's way too early to tell. Sweet, sweet hanging. Truth is, I've been a girlfriend guy, but out of all those girls, you're the only one that wanted me to have my own life. It's like one of the most romantic things I could ever think of. What's up? Come on.
Not good.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Farther to fall. It's not true, and it's farther to fall.
Yeah. It's also
the backlash begin.
It's a gross overstatement. I've done one successful movie that does not a legend make.
Well, it's very flattering. It's
Yeah.
flattering to be on the magazine.
Oh,
you know.
Yeah. I never thought I'd be on the cover of Vanity Fair. That's insane.
But I just feel. I get nervous when I see it. You know?
Yeah. Thank goodness that's actually not the cover. They thought about that as the cover for a while. The cover is us in barrels, just because they wanted people to buy the magazine. Why did we not go full frontal? Those are really close quarters. We were all laying up against each other. And I think everyone's fear is that there might be incidental contact. The next thing you know, you've got a Jason Segel, Jonah Hill baby. And that's not really pretty.
You need that 1 seat separation between everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really was the fortunate one in that photo.
Yeah, I noticed. You looked very manly.
Has Paul Rudd ever looked better than in that photo? And maybe it's the context. Maybe he looks
you know, it's true. I mean, you know.
It's not exactly Paul Rudd and Tyson Beckman in a two-shot. It's
you walk away from that photo and be like, wow, Paul Rudd is incredibly handsome.
Yeah.
No, you go. It was really fun. I know that I loved it. I had a great time working on it. I love working with Jason. This is the third time we have. This is the first time John and I have worked together, though we've known each other for a long time. And I mean, look at this guy. It's hard not to fall in love with him.
As we said,
Everyone loves
cross
him.
between a golden retriever and a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
Hey, that's about right, isn't it?
That's it. Because he flops around and he's like, you have like big dog qualities, but then it's that smile that you do and that look that just really starts to border on uncomfortable.
He holds your glance
A little too long.
a couple of beats too long, and you call me a garbage.
I loved it because it really did have all the beats of a romantic comedy that I got to do with Paul, you know, which is, I think, hilarious. Like, we had a breakup scene, you know?
There's very earnestly, so I think we should spend some time apart.
Yeah, and we had, I mean, it was a proper romantic comedy with Paul, but then we also got to do the buddy elements that I love, driving around on the Vespa and making each other laugh and trying to pick up chicks.
And you were very conscious of not having it be like, in a way, a parody of a romantic comedy.
Yeah.
I believe you wanted it to.
Yeah, we didn't want anybody to think that it's a romantic comedy but with two friends. We just want you to be like, we're watching a story of two friends, but of course there's the breakup scene, there's the way they meet each other, there's the getting to know you montage. But hopefully if you're caught up in the story and these guys play so real that you're just watching the story of a couple of guys. You know, it's great.
I think it's a real testament to John's directing ability as well. It was the first movie that I'd ever done where there weren't huge plot movements. It wasn't like now there's the car accident and things change or whatever. It had to be like a very subtly crafted story about a relationship slowly developing and the problems that arise. And in the hands of a different director, it could have been boring or it could have been too silly. And John just nailed it.
Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, you know it.
You're a great person.
Thanks, dude.
I don't agree.
Well, it's the same person from before I did this film. It's my best friend since I was 12, this guy called Brian Lind, who lived with me until a year ago, and then he went off to med school. And I thought it was fine, and I said like a very casual goodbye to him, like, all right, bro, I'll see you in New York, go get him. proud of you. And he left, and then I woke up. I had a very mundane dream about the two of us just like hanging out in my living room. And when I woke up, I was crying hysterically. Just literally tears streaming down my face. And it was 2 in the morning, and I called my mother. Because I was too embarrassed to call Brian. At 2 in the morning, I called my mom. Like, I don't know. I'm alone now.
Chicago.
See, I'm not that familiar with Chicago, but how about a ball game at Wrigley Field and then McFlurry at the old Rock and Roll McDonald's?
I'm a Sox fan, I'm sorry.
Sox fan,
Well, I guess we're not going to work out then.
Okay, well then.
Well, you'd have to go. You'd have to get some pizza.
Deep dish?
Yeah, it's Chicago. It's a Chicago style pizza. There's a big, huge. You know about the big war between New York pizza.
Oh yeah, there's a huge schism.
Yeah. So I'd want to get some Chicago. I want to get some Chicago style pizza, and
Pitcher bowl style.
yeah, could go. Yeah, get some. I'd want to take in a game. I'd like to walk through the Art Institute, and I'd like to do it with Joe Mantegna.
He's not going to enjoy that Chicago-style pizza, Jack.
No, he's a Chicago guy.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's the mayor of Chicago.
No, he's not.
Sinise looks at Joe Mantegna and says, "That guy's from Chicago."
Wow.
Dennis
looks at Joe Mantegna and says, he's the real Chicago.
Wow.
Dennis Franz models his movements and vocal patterns after Joe Mantegna.
Wow. Oh, I was thinking about, the poor man's Joe Mantegna, Danny Aiello.
I thought you were thinking of the Joe Mantegna, Joe Montana.
Yes, San Fran.
How was it for the three of you guys to work
Or
with Lou for
Ray LaMontagne.
Oh, yes. You look a little like Ray LaMontagne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think.